Good afternoon, everyone. I am so excited to be coming to you this Wednesday for our final Simple Start. Wow, what a journey we have had. I've had fridges break down and children interrupting and crying and been sick, worked out, been on top of my game. Then not so much, but I hope this has been really encouraging for you gals, as well as just a way to explore some of the other options in the way we're living in a way maybe you haven't thought of before. It's been really good for me to sit down and write notes, like literally write things down. I've had a few aha moments. And who else did some more webbing? I didn't do any more webbing, I'll admit it. But when I just did that one, I was like, wow, like what if I tried this? What if I explored that? It's a really incredible way to get in our psyche and see if other things connect and think about things from a different angle. So hopefully you guys keep doing these brain dumps. They're so helpful, especially now that just went through that daylight savings time. Or if you Arizonians are watching, you're giggling. I know. Yes, you're so wonderful. I love you. But yeah, like having some focusing issues and just feeling present and like, what time, what day is it, what's going on? There are natural support for you, natural support options, as well as just getting that brain dump going can really be a really therapeutic and helpful way to get your mind back on track on things at hand. So yeah, honestly, and I've said it before, I started this series because people ask me this question all the time. Now, I will not try to be boring it all through this. This is a complicated and yet really easy topic, but it can get muddled. And I understand that. So that's why I wanted to give you a simple start for how do I start with dōTERRA? Okay, so the topics we're covering today, just a sneak peek before we get to them, is if you were to have a digestive health concern, mood or sleep concern. I feel like those two go hand in hand a lot of times nicely. 3, a body or head discomfort concern. 4, immune support. Or 5, if you just want a toolbox. Okay, so buckle up a little bit before we get there. So these are the top reasons I hear from people all the time that don't want anything to do with dōTERRA or natural things in general. And I would hear this before I started dōTERRA 7 years ago. As a massage therapist, they'd laugh at me. They'd laugh to my face that this was the profession I chose. and it floored me. And I'd just be like, okay, I've seen results day in, day out, but guess you know best. So here's for the naysayers, if you're willing to listen to a silly old massage therapist, okay? So the one thing I hear all the time is, dude, those are snake oils. They don't work. And what I would say to that is be like, yeah, you're right. Plants aren't powerful at all. We should just get a nice warm bath going, nice steamy, put in some wonderful leaves of poison oak and have a nice soak, right? Wait, no, don't do that. If plants can be powerful in negative ways, doesn't it make sense that they can be powerful in positive ways? Now, should we use caution sometimes if they're very powerful, which essential oils are powerful? Yes. That's why it's important whose team you do join. If you join essential oils with MLM, which I love because personally, obviously dōTERRA, there's so many people on my team who are nurses, my older sister's a veterinarian. They know science. They have been using essential oils for a long time. There's herbalists and functional medicine doctors. But the education part's important. So you could buy them from a place that does testing and get them from somebody else, but then you're just all by yourself. And I've just heard stories of people using them inappropriately on their children. And that just makes me concerned as a mom and as a health and wellness teacher that we need to use them appropriately. So yes, they're powerful, negatively and positively. Plants are powerful, but we need to just know how to use them, okay? That's what I'm here for. Okay. And 2, well, I just don't know what to do with essential oils. Again, hello. It's what I'm here for. And also, the third thing that goes right behind this is usually I couldn't use essential oils on that much. Okay, so there's like the meme, right? There's an oil for that. It's a meme, one, because it's true, but two, because people say it all the time, and it's a little cliche, right? I get it. I hear that. It's a little cliche. It reminds me of that, what's that movie? The Greek, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, when the dad was convinced that Windex could clear up anything, was like the solvent for any and all problems you had with yourself. And that's hilarious because it's Windex. And of course, that's not true. So is there things that happen that we would go to when we get head discomfort or a tummy ache or all these different things that we have in our cabinet already? Yes. So the cool thing about essential oils, and I'm not saying they're medicines because they're not, they're natural oils that can help support the body in many different ways and have many different effects on the body. Okay. I will not be using drug terms today. So if you're like, Adri, you're talking a little weird. If you're new here, hi, I'm not that strange. I just have to use compliant language because these aren't drugs. They're not FDA clear, but we use FDA compliant language. Okay. If you're confused. Yeah. Cause I sound weird sometimes. But there's things that we use for ourselves all the time. So there's a mind transition that we say, okay, instead of going to my medicine cabinet that I was taught to grab all this, Vaseline and Tylenol and all these other things that just typical stuff that you would buy and have already, I'm going to try some other natural solutions, some things that are more in their pure form from a plant, from a few different plants, toxin free, and try this for my family instead. So there is that transition. So I just want to validate that it's not just, oh, I'm just switching from this to this and it's easy peasy. There's a learning curve, but again, that's what I'm here for. So yeah, you don't know what to do with all of them initially. I hear that. And that's why we're doing some simple starts. So you're not overwhelmed, because that is real. Dude, overwhelm is all over these days. With any topic, with anything going on in our social media feed, we're just bombarded by information, as well as just conflicting voices in our head. And then we're like, wow, we're trying to find the truth and the facts about a situation. And it's hard to dig in and dig deep and to come out with a clear head on the other side. If anything, a lot of times I come out even more muddled. So, it's just bat that stuff away. They're valid concerns, but they don't have to be your reality in this journey of more natural living. Okay. I'm here for you. I'm okay. I'm all right. We'll take it one step at a time. Okay. Just checking. Okay. And then I have those who are just drawn to that natural side, especially at least for me, when I had a baby. I was like, she's so pure and already like perfect and nothing has touched her. Nothing's in her body, nothing, and I was breastfeeding. Praise God. I was so thankful that I was able to breastfeed, that I have enough milk. I know that's a struggle for some of you ladies, and my heart goes out to you. If you want support, please message me. But I just looked at this little child going like, I just want to make sure I just support her as best I can in the most natural way possible. That was just such an urge from me already in that realm of like, I would do things kind of naturally, but that was the big shift for me. And I know it has been for a lot of other moms too, we don't want to drug our children, even using Tylenol, right? Like if they're teething, I don't want to give them Tylenol 6 times a day. Plus that's not what the bottle says. And I've heard this before from people and it blows my mind. And I'm like, no. We want to support their little bodies. We want to help ease their discomfort, but do it safely. So I was ecstatic to hear about the training through dōTERRA and ways that I could be a little bit more natural using stuff. Okay. So I have people who have exhausted their journey, already far down the road of pharmaceuticals, who are now finally like, I'll try anything. They might be on the more, skeptic side, right? Let me try anything. Sure, Adri, like, let's try something. And then they join my team. And I've had everybody pleasantly surprised who has had that story. I haven't had any like disgruntled members or anything. But that's real, right? Like, or we have people who are like, oh, I've got this stuff. I don't want surgery. I don't want to go down that road of pharmaceuticals yet. So I'm going to try this stuff. And I have plenty of people who use things in tandem too. I'm not saying if you join dōTERRA, if you join my team, if you want to see what this natural realm is about, that you have to drop everything from our traditional ways. Traditional meaning traditional medicine, right? Traditional medicine ways and traditional pharmaceutical or Western thinking, okay? A lot of this comes from more Eastern, more traditional thinking. I'm not saying that. You can do it hand in hand. You can drop it all. You can go cold turkey. You can, whatever. Just make sure if you're doing anything on the more health medical side, you are working with your doctor, okay? I'm not giving medical advice today. These are simple starts that I've found effective and that people on my team and beyond have had great success with, okay? So please check with your doctor, okay? I'm not telling you to go off any medication, all right? Whew, get that out of the way. Whew. Okay, so you ready to give the college try, right? All right. So I used to say, just give me your top 3 health concerns, but even that overwhelmed people. So now I say, what are your 1, maybe 2 top health concerns that you have for yourself or your family? Now, some of us might have 10 things. You can rattle off 10 things. Like you've got this whole slew of stuff. I got this for this child and this for that child, my husband and me. And then, and it's like, okay, write it all down. Okay. And do what did I call it before? The web chart. Do a web chart for it. I would do a web chart with you. That'd be fun. We could do a Zoom call, or if that's taboo for you and gives you anxiety, we won't. We can calm down about it though, right? You can write down your stuff, and then I need to have you prioritize so we can get the right things addressed in the right order. Once these top 2 things are knocked out, great, we'll move on. And yes, okay, you guys, I have not had a health concern personally for me and my family that I've not been able to address well through dōTERRA. That's been my experience. I've had, again, many experiences, people on my team that would say the same thing. Some people use stuff in tandem and they found what worked for them. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Again, working with their doctor, but we've got to prioritize our lives in general, right? We've got to prioritize. And with that, we have to prioritize our budget. Now, all of the simple starts I'm giving today are starting, except for the last one, the kit, are starting under $100. When all said is and done, you will be ready to order under $100. Okay, I'll have some things that go beyond that, but look at your budget. If you guys don't already have a family budget, I was gonna do a simple start for budget, but I know I'm not the authority at all with money. We are debt free except for a mortgage, so I praise God for the teaching from my mom that I received all growing up. And Adrian's dad was really great about, using cash for his car and whatnot. And so I'm really grateful that my husband's frugal and that we are in a place financially right now. I know that's not the case with everyone. And if you're more in a crisis mode, budget. Financial Peace University through Dave Ramsey is excellent. A lot of churches locally do it all across the country. We'll have those classes. Get some help to get your life organized. It's really important. I am not telling you to spend beyond what you should be spending, okay? But also, do you go to get coffee? Not saying coffee's wrong. We just need to prioritize, okay? Can you give up going out to get a coffee for 1 or 2 months so you can save up some money to get a kit or get something for your child, which I know the answer is yes. especially if it's for your child. It's harder when it's for ourselves, isn't it? But it's for your kid. You're like, yeah, I'll rearrange whatever, and I'll make extra soup or something, and we'll just really condense our food budget this month so that we can make sure to make this a priority in our lives. Whatever you need to do. I think I already said this, but we use mint.com. I like that. There's a few other ones that you'll see like on Instagram that pop up, and I can't endorse any of those, but kind of use reminders like, okay, if you do this, remember you have this bill coming. Like, they're really interactive. So that's neat. But we've got to take ownership, right, of our lives. So here we go. Did I hit everything? Yeah. Okay. So first one, if you have digestive issues, and I consider myself an authority, a self-proclaimed authority on digestive issues because I have Crohn's disease. And again, I'm not treating my disease with dōTERRA. I am supporting my body naturally using these products, okay? So what I would recommend for everyone, get on our great probiotic. Now, I didn't grab any of my stuff. I'll do that in a different video. But our PB Assist or our PB Assist Junior. Now, people will always say you need to be on a probiotic, especially if you have any IBS, like these blanket terms just thrown at you. You don't really have an answer. You just like, oh yeah, you just got irritable bowel syndrome. Get on a probiotic and like drink peppermint tea and blah, but then that's it. Like, or they'll go beyond and give you, pharmaceuticals and all that stuff. But what I didn't realize until dōTERRA is that it really does matter the quality of your probiotic. And this is one of the products I'm going to go into a little bit more in depth because it is the product that got me on board with dōTERRA. These two, actually, the next two I'm going into. Because there's nothing worse than not having full control over your bathroom urgency. Okay, and I'm not kidding. I know that's uncomfortable for some people to hear, but we're real over here at the Thompson household. And the PB Assist Plus, that's the pill. We have the PB Assist Junior, which is the powder. So if you can't do pills, we have an option for you, okay? But I didn't even realize it was like 2 weeks going into using, maybe 3 weeks, maybe it was a month. I'd been on it consistently, and all of a sudden it hit me one day because I regularly, if not every day, every few days, I would have a moment where like I'd have to run to the bathroom and pray to God that I would make it. Sometimes I was at work. Like, it was awful. I couldn't comfortably go out on a hike or something with my husband unless like I knew exactly what I'd had to eat that day. Was I really good? Did I have coffee? Did I not? Like, it caused some anxiety in me. Until one day, about a month after taking the PB Assist, it dawned on me that I haven't had any urgency issues at all this week. And then another went by. Or I'd have to go, but I could make it and not have to run and be scared that I wouldn't make it. You guys, this was life-changing to me. This was so effective for me in my walk where I was at in my day-to-day being a person. I didn't have to be fearful or scared to go out in nature and go on a hike because I had control. And I really do think that it was this probiotic that gave it to me. It's so great because it's double encapsulated. It has a prebiotic fiber, which is for the colon, and the probiotics, as well as an enzyme. And it's double encapsulated because the stomach acid kills things, right? The stomach acid will destroy things going in your mouth, okay? A lot. It will get out a lot. And a lot of our probiotics, if we just take it in a single little veggie capsule or something like that, it doesn't make it past the stomach acid and into the small intestine where we need it to go. And even our powder is microencapsulated. So this probiotic, that I mean, it's got to be it, right? and I can't remember if we're a 4 or 6 strand, but it's not about the amount. It's about the amount that'll actually get to where it needs to go. And ours gets where it needs to go. So that's my big story on the product, really. And then the DigestZen roller, which is our touch roller, which is safe from infancy all the way to elderly for the new vibrant skin, all the way up to more papery, thin skin. Our touch rollers all across the board are safe, individually formulated for all ages, as well as our kids blends, okay? And the DigestZen roller was, oh man, having that new baby. 6 weeks old, that's when I was introduced to dōTERRA. And I always wanted essential oils as a massage therapist, but I couldn't find one that fit my requirements of being independently third-party tested and having access to those results, which we do with dōTERRA, sourcetoyou.com. And using this digestive blend for both my own discomfort. So that's like the initial, like, and I've had many people call it, this is the magic roller. I'm not into magic, but like, it's a magic roller. You have any discomfort, you'll pass gas right away. Again, I know. Go into the other room, apply it, go into the other room, pass your gas, come back into to the party. It'll help your babies work it out too. And it was just such a relief as a mom to be like, she pooped. Yes. It's nothing worse than a constipated baby, you guys, right? Right. Okay. So those are the top 2 for digestive problems. Again, under $100. Okay. And this includes your membership price, which is $35 for a full year. And you immediately, first order, you get your 25% off, which is our wholesale pricing. So what I'm suggesting here is all in that whole bundle under $100. If you have a little bit more to spend, I would highly suggest dōTERRA, which is our enzyme that helps you digest food and absorb it better. And if you go out to eat it all, or you're having stuff brought in by DoorDash or whatnot, or you like a little bit more richer foods, dōTERRA really helps, okay? It helps, it cuts down the bloat, all the things, okay? All right, 2. We'll cruise through these a little bit quicker. Sleep/mood, okay? Sleep. There's so much I could say on sleep. And again, I consider myself self-proclaimed sleep expert. I will be addressing sleep. I've had several people ask for a full teaching on sleep recently. I have an old teaching that I'm going to redo, and that's coming soon, next month or later this month, okay? I would highly suggest our Serenity blend, which is lavender, Roman chamomile, a lot of great, wonderful, calming blends and it just smells really divine. So diffuse that. If you don't have a diffuser, fine. You just put a drop in your hands with some lotion and you rub it on the feet, and it's called cup and inhale. So you'd put it in your palms, right? Aromatic and topical right in the hands, all right? And then for something like Serenity, there's no photosensitive oils in it. I would just put it all over my neck and just breathe it in. You can also put a drop on your dryer balls when you wash jammies or sheets, okay? Cedarwood's a good one too, but we're talking just about Serenity. So, and then you've got a little bit of that aroma, or you can put some in a little spray bottle with some water. You can shake that up and it becomes a little nice linen spray. So your kids come into bed, they smell that, it just entered the room, right? A little self-diffusing, right? Just helps them calm down. Now, lavenders are classic calming one to help you fall asleep. If you have trouble staying asleep, PM me. I've got plenty of solutions for staying asleep, okay? Next one would be our Calmer Kids Touch. No, well, it's not a touch blend, but roller, okay? Pre-diluted. The kids blend all pre-diluted. And that I like to put down their spines. Rhythmic, okay? Down the spine. At night, don't go down the spine in the morning, okay? Don't go up the spine quickly at night. Sometimes us moms just want to like, I'll just get it on you and go to bed. Don't do that. Calming touch at night, especially if your kids are a little bit more wired or just a little bit more excitable. Now, if your husband comes home at night, that's when they play. Let them play, okay? they saw Dad. I know. You're like, can you not wind them up? And then you have a little bedtime routine. Get into a little bedtime routine. Okay, let's go grab the roller. Put it down their spine. Rub it in a little bit. Now, if they don't like that, just a little bit on the neck. And then put on your own hands. If you don't, it's safe to put on their hands. But if they're younger and they're going to touch their eyes, do it on your own hand and have them smell. Okay, you can do it like this, or if they'll actually lean in and smell your own hands, that's great, because we don't want essential oils in the eyes. If it gets in the eye, don't panic. Don't rinse with water. Go get your olive oil or coconut oil or something on hopefully a non-essential oiled part of your your own hand, and then put it on. So olive oil on their eye, swipe away. So have them close, swipe away. It's gone immediately. It'll like dilute and come out. Okay. Same if you are cutting up, chili peppers or something, and you accidentally touch your eye, same thing. Okay, that's the like essential oil basically that got in your eye from that chili, right? Olive oil, swipe away. Okay, or have your husband do it. If you're like, my hands are contaminated, honey. Too funny. Okay, so those two. Okay, the calmer, serenity. That way you have something you can either diffuse or pre-dilute, and the 15 milliliter lasts forever and ever. It lasts a really long time. About 250 drops are in a 15 milliliter bottle. And then the calmer touch, pre-diluted, ready to go. Or calmer roller, sorry. If you have a little bit more money, I love the Serenity soft gels. They're small little soft gels. They've got the lemon balm in there and just helps give really nice sleep. You're not groggy when you wake up at all. Another option would be copaiba. Okay, so, and that's basically our CBD equivalent, you guys. So that, along with the next one, is a great one to add in or experiment with internally or topically, is our copaiba, because that's our, what's it called? It has the chemical constituent of beta-caryophyllene, which is a cannabinoid. Okay, it comes from the Amazon rainforest, right? From the copaiba tree, or copaiba tree, however you prefer to say it. Okay, so that's our sleep. Okay, 3, discomfort for a lot of times head. And I don't know if this is because I'm already a massage therapist. People always ask me about head stuff. What can I do? I've had several headache videos, and I tried to find the last one. Apparently I just need to refilm it. Maybe I have it saved on a computer. We've done stuff. I don't even know. So we'll try to get that to you as well. But in a just quick little thing for you is our deep blue rub. And I like a lot, most head discomforts are going to be what's called a tension source. Okay, so that means tight muscles from the neck, okay, and the back. And then they referral the discomfort into certain zones of your head, okay, including the eye. So sometimes what you might think of as more of a migraine is still a tension discomfort, headache. But it's a special spot in your neck that often comes from the way we're positioned that really needs remedied and then worked on. And yes, you can do it yourself. And yes, I will find the video for you. And my favorite thing to put on there, I already mentioned the copaiba, but for our simple start would be deep blue rub. That is my absolute favorite thing to put on anywhere except for in the eyes and your regions. Watch out if you use it before you get busy with your spouse, okay? Because wash your hands really well. No, I don't know that from personal experience. But at location, the deep blue rub is just phenomenal. It does have peppermint in it, and if you're really sensitive to peppermint, if you're breastfeeding, just be aware of that you need to find an alternative to use so that your supply doesn't drop, because I don't want that to happen. Okay, because there's a lot of aches and pains when you're nursing and stuff. I get that. And really, message me if you need some help getting some ideas of how to hold your baby while you're nursing, because this is not what you want. You don't want to be nursing like this because it hurts. Ouch. So deeply rub all over at location, okay? And then second would be past tense is incredible. If I cannot knock out my head discomfort with my massage techniques, adding water, usually a lot of times just adding more water, you guys, every day, all day, can solve a lot of the discomforts we feel in our body, okay? At least half your body weight in ounces. If you're using essential oils or doing any type of detox, working out, add more, like 20 more ounces if you can handle it, okay? Upwards of 1 gallon a day, okay? We can do this, right? Good for the skin, good for all the things. And I do need to drink more water now I'm thinking about it. Thursday. But past tense, if I can't knock it out, like I'll put a little bit on my back and on the side of my temples here, and it's incredible. And what's cool about the past tense now is it comes in a 5 milliliter. So you can have full control. It used to come in a roller. You can have full control over your dilution in a really easy dropper form, okay? And so that's our cutoff at the under 100. But if you can, this is what we're on. We love it. It's incredible. Get on the lifelong vitality supplements. All your essential vitamins and minerals, as well as trace minerals, really important, especially with all this, past year viral stuff and terrain things. Again, I'm not a doctor. You're doing your research, right? What types of things you need in your body to help make it able to battle better, right? Okay, zinc, all the things, right? As well as our healthy omegas and energy complex, as well as a digestive tummy tamer complex. Because who else have had that problem? When you're taking supplements, it gives you a stomach ache. Ugh, I hate that, especially when you're trying to buy quality and you're paying an arm and a leg, which this is not an arm and a leg. And then they don't work because you feel nauseous or your stomach hurts or you have to take it with food or all these things. And this is a whole food supplement. A lot of people take it with food. I can take it right before bed and be fine. And I feel like it helps me sleep as well. But no, this has a tummy tamer blend included in the actual supplement to help you digest it easier, be easier on your stomach. doTERRA thinks of everything. I love it. I love it. And yes, it's science supported. And yes, we have many, many studies. All of this you can find on dōTERRA.com. And let's see, what does it say? It says shop, obviously. But discover. Okay, so I have On Guard products pulled up, but then there's the discover part right on doTERRA.com. And you can look up our lifestyle blog, our science blog, discover solutions. You can search products or keywords right into the search field. And then if you pull up certain products, you can go to the product information page at the bottom, the PIP, as well as key studies. They'll cite it right there on the web page. So it's really awesome. As well as like all of our education, you guys, it's not hard to find. I have looked through our top competitor, tons of different essential oil companies, really done my research, even recent years, trying to see which ones give the great education, gives you what you need and beyond. And doTERRA is leagues ahead of, that's not a distance term, that's a depth term. I don't know what I'm saying. Miles ahead of the competition. It's really weird to me how essential oil companies aren't giving you what you need to know up front about if it's a photosensitive oil. Newsflash, any citrus that's not specifically said that it's not photosensitive will cause you, meaning it will react in the sun. It will sensitize in the sun. It will oxidate. It will bring in more sun So don't put on lemon all over your face in the morning and then go outside, right? You'll burn. It'll be a chemical burn. Like, don't do this. And there's so many essential oil companies that aren't upfront with safety information like that. doTERRA is. And then we have our teams and we can check in with each other, and there's just this great family, and it's awesome. So I highly suggest that you go to doTERRA.com and just explore a little bit. It's really fun. Okay, so that's the end of this comfort part. So before I go into 4, spoiler alert, we have a new Simple Solutions kit. That's an enrollment kit, which waives your enrollment fee for only $105. That gives you the Deep Blue Rub, On Guard 15 milliliter, Serenity 15 milliliter, and Lemon 15 milliliter. All 4 of those things for $105 with the fee waived. It's an amazing kit. Serenity obviously covers some sleep stuff. Lemon, it's great detoxifier in your water. I love to use that every day. So many things for lemon. It's a great thing to diffuse or room refresher. It's antiviral. It's awesome. So going into, and then On Guard, right? So our 4th simple start, immune support. I can't tell you the amount of questions I've had about immune support over the last year and a half. They're real. They're valid, right? It's the topic of the year. And it's highly debatable, right? It's a hot topic too. And I'm not here to profit off of fear either. Okay? I know there's real fear out there. I know there's real concerns out there. And we might not see eye to eye on everything. But what I have to offer you is what I use for my family, and it is backed by science, which science hopefully is always striving to learn more, right? It's not stuck in stone, which I love about science. It's always progressing, right? We don't do bloodletting anymore, right? Praise God. We realized we need to keep the blood inside. Blood's kind of important to have inside of our bodies versus just letting it out into a pail and thinking you're draining the disease, right? I'm so glad we're past that. Praise God. So our immune support section on doTERRA, if you look up On Guard, we've got so many products. And again, I know that can be overwhelming. What's right for you? Message me if you want something a little bit more customized, because I can definitely do that with kids or whatnot. But I thought it would be a good start. And our On Guard products are really affordable. So going $100 on several of these is really easy. You can mix and match. On Guard Touch. Okay, before you send your kids off to school. A lot of schools are really sensitive on aromas these days, and I get it. You can put it on the bottom of their feet, then you put their socks on and their shoes. Can't really smell it. And sometimes the kids don't like the more spicy smell, and I get that too. We also have the Stronger, which is our kids blend. That's a lot more mellow, copaiba's in there and whatnot. And then honestly, I would go for the foaming hand wash with dispensers. Because, have you guys seen those pictures of kids? Their hands are just cracked. They're raw. They're bleeding. They're crying because of all the hand sanitizers with alcohol. And then the antibacterial soap at home. And they're just like, and then maybe they're not washing it off well enough, right? For as far as the soap. Some teachers are being really great. They'll let you bring in your own soap. But definitely at home. And again, you guys, you can look up these studies. NCBTI, is that how you say it? And it used to be PubMed, right? And it got, but you can look up these different studies. Is oregano effective against different viruses? It's clove, which clove is in On Guard, as well as some other things through these different either viral types or bacterial types. And the answer is yes, they are. And I know it's a transition, so if you're not ready to make that jump from your antibacterial soap to more of an On Guard foaming hand wash, I understand that. There's still a detergent in there. There's still the soap. Is it called detergent, right? The foaming part, okay? Cleanses. And it's a lot gentler on the skin. And I love it. I've been using it since 7 years. I love it so much. Sometimes I'll do the Bronner's, like, or whatever, Castle soap. And then I'll just add like 20 drops of the On Guard itself. And then it's only like this much, right? With the Castle soap, like a tablespoon of that. And then the rest is water, okay? And we've been using that a lot of times for our soap as well. Because for a while, the hand wash was out of stock, but it is back. We're so thankful for our partners working really hard. Because you guys, dōTERRA, we buy directly from our farmers and growers. We do not use middlemen for any of our essential oil sourcing. We buy directly from the people who make it, and we pay them a fair market wage. And we're just so thankful and so, I'm just so honored that we get to do that. And I'm so thankful that they are working hard and that we are able to keep sustaining people worldwide, because we source from native environments, okay? Environments that grow the best for getting the highest therapeutic grade for our essential oils. And we're working directly with them. A lot of times helping them even purchase land and then grow it. And then they can pay us back as we work with them. It's incredible. I love it. Love it so much. So what's something else? Oh, On Guard drops. Do not forget about our drops, meaning like a throat drop. We have breathe drops and we have On Guard drops. And the On Guard drops are a great one if you are sending your kids off to school, got their masks on or not. I'm not sure where you're at, but to have in their mouth, okay? Especially like a post, or the breathe one would be fine too, but a post mealtime, like to have to like smell themselves, and then they can even get so that's a little bit of aroma, a little bit, and then they're just getting some immune support as well. And I love the On Guard drops. It has myrrh in with it, as well as the On Guard oils, which is anti-mucolytic, and it's myrrh. It's awesome. I was gonna, for our Bible verse today, I was gonna do the one from the Gospels of, and the wise men brought gold, frankincense, and myrrh to the Christ child. I was like, because duh, if they're good enough for Jesus, they're good enough for us. But I didn't. I was like, that's too much, Adrienne. That's too much. And it was probably the resins. It probably wasn't the essential oil, but still, I was like, yeah, plants are valuable, man. And well, gold wasn't essential oil. Obviously, that was money for them to spend. But I've often wondered, what did Mary use the frankincense and myrrh for? Because frankincense is amazing for postpartum stuff, and like myrrh, and like, what did she do? Like, did she sell it as well, or was she using it? And I don't know. Anyway, there's my mind. You could also add in the On Guard sanitizing mist, okay? Instead of using, again, like there is alcohol in this, but it evaporates right away. So it is our On Guard sanitizing mist complies with, it can have the stamp of saying it's 99% effective for killing bacteria and viruses. Yay, I'm glad. But it's a certain type of, it just evaporates like right away, and it's not uber drying like a lot of the other ones, like the gels and stuff can be really drying on your skin. So I really love the spray. We'll spray the shopping carts, keep going, and I'm good to go. What I love about essential oils is they're not sterilizers, okay? They prevent new growth on a surface. The On Guard sprays do. But it's not like bleach. You're not living in a sterile environment, okay? Because we have a microbiome. We're going for it. They're plants, right? The plant doesn't kill itself while it makes its own oil, right? It protects itself. And we can take advantage of that, okay? Then if you had more money to spend, we've got our On Guard Plus, which is a soft gel, has Melissa, which is our highest antiviral we have. Toothpaste, that would probably fit under 100. There's laundry detergent. We have a lot of options to just get immune support going on several different levels in your home with yourself and your children. which I love. Diffusing, we're always diffusing here. And it's safe for everyone, pets included. If you have a cat, just let me know, okay? There's certain ones that we want to make sure always leave a way out for children and pets, and pay attention to what's going on, okay? All right. So those are the 4 simple starts. Still with me? I know. I talk a little bit more than I always think I will, but that's okay. All right. Okay. So those are the 4 simple starts, the 4 main categories that I get the most questions on. If you have a different category or health concern, message me. I am here for you. We will customize an order for you. Now, if you have more than $100, again, that Simple Solutions kit for $105, those 4 products, that hits a lot of things for you and your family. Excuse me. So don't forget about that. But if you have more than that, I'm going to tell you about the kit I bought when I first joined. It is $160 and it's called the Healthy Start Kit. Okay, I know, $160. That's a lot, Adri. They last forever. A long time. I mean, I want you to use them, but they'll last you a long time. For example, my original oregano that I bought, I don't use it all the time. I know a lot of people love oregano. It's a hot oil, but it is an antibacterial. Like, it gets the job done. But I usually just use it occasionally when we're really not feeling well, or starting to feel a tickle. I have it in a couple, like 1 drop in a couple of rollers that we'll use, or I'll add it to pasta sauce. Again, 1 drop, it's potent. I just finished that bottle last year. It lasted me 6 years. A 5 milliliter bottle, you guys, a smaller bottle. So they last. Make sure the lids are on really tight because they're an volatile aromatic compound, meaning they're always moving. So those are on really tight because I've had lids not be on tight and half the bottles escaped overnight from I think it was only Wild Orange. So it's really affordable, like $10 oil, but we don't want that, right? Okay, so $160. So these are the 10, this is your toolkit. If you want to, like, you're a mom or you just have the money or you want to save up for the money to spend on a kit, this is going to be your best deal. On all of these kits, the membership fee is waived. And then you are ready to go for, little scrapes, for sleep problems, for digestive problems, for all these different things, face, skin problems, for freshen breath, for, calming, mood swings, a lot of these different stuff. You'll have a toolkit ready to address most things you're going to come across in life. Now, can we add to that? Of course, but I loved getting this kit and I held on to it and I used this kit only for several months before I bought anything else aside from the PV Assist I told you about. And it was awesome. So here's what comes in it. 5 milliliter of the lavender, lemon, peppermint, tea tree, oregano, frankincense, deep blue. That's the oil. It comes in an oil form too. Yes. So yay. Breathe, On Guard, and Digestion, our magic one. Okay. All in the 5 milliliter. And this wasn't true back when I joined, but now you get the little Brevi diffuser. So it comes with a diffuser, which is amazing because that is my favorite way to apply essential oils to my family. Yeah. And only 3 to 5 drops, you guys. You don't go crazy. These recipes that call for like 10 plus drops, ludicrous. Dare I say a scam, because you won't need that much if they're pure. Okay. Sorry. That's $160. If you have the budget for more, I'm just going to give you a couple rundowns of a couple more options. Healthy Essentials Kit would give you all of those oils I just said, but the full 15 milliliter bottle. And that, plus the petal diffuser, which is my favorite diffuser. Love it so much. and it is $249. Okay, so not even $100 more, and you get, what, 2/3 more product. Right. Healthy home kit. Oh, I've got to show you guys this because it doesn't do it justice to, this is, if Adrian, well, let me tell you, my husband was a naysayer. That's right. My husband did not believe in all this stuff, and he was really hesitant to let me buy anything. Thankfully, I was working for myself at the time as well, but I made him a believer because you know what? Can I say this on stream? Can I say this live? I think so. I don't think I'm being non-compliant if I say this. I was able to fully get rid of his wart on his finger using essential oils. Gone. And from that point forward, he's like, there's something to this. I was like, that's right. Woo! Okay. Well, let me just show you the, so this is the Healthy Essentials Kit. This is what the petal diffuser looks like. Okay. Nice tan color. And that one will go completely dark at night. So if you have it in a kid's room. And then this is the little Brevi with the 5 milliliter ones. That was what's it called? Healthy Start Kit. But our Healthy Home Kit. So if you're like, again, you can save up or you have the money to spend right now. It'll have your On Guard soap, those same 10 oils. That's our On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, toothpaste. That's a sanitizing spray, shampoo and conditioner. My favorite shampoo and conditioner in the world. First time I used a conditioner, I was like, oh my goodness, my hair is as soft as it was in high school. I haven't felt this in 15 years. It was amazing. I guess it was 10 years at that point. And this is the little Brevi diffuser. And then a little welcome box. Welcome to the family. No, we're not a tribe. Don't say that. I hate that term. Or it just feels so like indie to me. I don't know. Like hip. So hip. Yeah, we're a tribe. Woo. I'm like, we're a family. We're a family over here at Thompson dōTERRA. This is the Natural Solutions Kit. So this is the LLV. This is our supplements kit. Lotion. Love the lotion. A box for your oils. The soap. The Terrazyme. Oh, that's the Lumo diffuser, which I have in the kitchen. It has a wooden base and then the plastic top, and that's really fun. Deep Blue Rub. Oh, what is that? Oh, conditioner. I was like, is that our mud mask? Love the mud mask, but no, that's not the mud mask. Oh, On Guard mouthwash. Yes, please. Ooh, Correctex. Guys, throw out that Neosporin. This is safe to use on all ages. Again, it's pre-diluted, all natural, non-toxic products. I love our Correctex so much. Helps with scarring. PB Assist, peppermint beadlets, On Guard beadlets. Pop those in the mouth. Fresh breath. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. That kit, Natural Solutions Kit, is $570. Now the savings, all that is going to be in there that I just closed up. But that's, you know, obviously if you've got some budget to spend, that is what you want to do. And you won't be able, or not, you won't be able to. You can order, obviously, the next month if you wanted to. But that would have you set for a while. And that's what I love about the essential oils specifically, is they last a really long time. And you're diluting them for yourself. You're diluting them for your kids. We want to use the lowest effective dose, as with, you know, any pharmaceutical, right? Obviously, you're working with your doctor on that stuff. Here we have guidelines. It can be individual as well. Got to know what works for you. And again, I'm not saying cut out your doctor, okay? Don't do that. But we can also take control of our own lives too, right? We can use our brains and try new things safely and effectively. All right. So, no, there's not minimum orders. No, there's not minimum requirements for any type of order. Everything I said today You can make that one payment. You have your account for a year. Okay, at the end of a year, you can either not order anything else, not become a member anymore, which is sad music needs to play right now. It'd be so sad. And it's not common, obviously. For gals on my team, dōTERRA's retention is really high. I don't know the number, but you know. Or if you sign back on for another year, they send you a free peppermint, and it's a $25 fee. But the peppermint's worth more than $25. So it's like you have a free membership because you just bought a peppermint, if that makes sense. And then there is a loyalty rewards program. I'm almost done. I figure I'll just throw this out there if you want to know. So that's where there is a minimum monthly order, but it's an optional program. I like it because on top of the 25% off wholesale price that you get, you can start adding up after a year, 50 PV points minimum orders after a year, and it'll pause. So you can do it after 2 years or wherever you're at. Okay. As long as you order something, chapstick. Oh, I love her chapstick. Something, toothpaste. You get up to 35% back in dōTERRA dollars to spend, which is normal dollars, US dollars. Loyalty rewards bucks. Okay. So basically I get 55% off all of my products and I use them. It's not like I just have piles of stuff everywhere. We use them. We go through them. They gone because we love them and they're effective and all the things. What else would I say? Oh, and if you're on a loyalty rewards program, and that's the LRP. If you'll see that on the website, sometimes that's what that is. LRP only. Sometimes they'll say something like that. And most things are back in stock. Yay! So there's not a whole lot of that going on. But there's free shipping if you're on our loyalty rewards program. So, and how they do that is they reward it back to you in points to spend. So, and it's only $4. I use the economy shipping. It's great. I love it. I don't think there's anything else to say because I'm going to have to get back to all these messages. People wanting to, to join my team, my family. I love this time with you guys. I am very thankful for the community that interact with me after these videos. I've had a lot of fun researching, writing notes, praying through, and talking about these topics with you all. And my next topic, I've got a lot coming up, honestly. If you have questions, please send them my way. I would love to stumble through or eloquently talk through any topic that you want me to try. Obviously in my realm of things, natural or family. Love it. If I don't know the answer, I will send you to the best person I know that can help you out for sure. I am not here to say I know everything. That is not. But I love having the discussion, right? And we can learn from each other and experience life together and have some fun along the way. And yeah, I've got a really awesome, actually, personal story that I'm hoping to film next week in time for Easter about God's redemption and restoration with some people in our lives. That is just, I'm blown away by it still. I'm amazed about about what God's done in the last 2 years. It's been 2 years. My body's aware of it because I'm still hanging on to like 30 or 40 pounds, probably 30 pounds from this specifically. And we're still on the road to healing, but it's a story, guys. It's a story. And I'm really excited to share it. So I love you all so much. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Mwah.